shit in mining family. What's going on? What's up? What's up? What's up? How are all of you happy hashers out there as you guys start sliding up on in here? Don't forget to smash that lizardy like button, guys. Yo, share this out with your favorite social media. Help us grow our channel. To all of more of you awesome people out there. What's going on, everybody? I see John Germain in there going, hey, evening, dudes. I see you, Crypto Crag, with the yo. What's going on, Sonia? It's like, I am here, and present. That is what's up, guys. That is what's up. You know what made itself very present to me whenever I got home from the facility? Mikhail, do you remember that 3090 of mine that was getting relatively warm?
Yeah. Yep. Oh, spitting fans out, huh?
I was sitting on the motherboard, dude. I was like, wow, that was a little violent. And then I noticed the other one was not working. So it had one fan that was over the VGA core. So if any of them are gonna die, it's better to see the last two die, but not the first one. So I get a hold of EVGA and I'm like, hey. I was like, hey guys,
it's not the first, man. You have 3 cards in the Octominer case that are all EVGA cards as well, and they all have fans. There was that one that we found was like hot, and it was like dislodged inside of the case, like wedged in between the two, and I was like, oh, well, there's the problem why it's not spinning. It's not even attached anymore. It's just kind of wedged in there. It's like,
yeah,
it was hanging out.
Right.
Don't mind me doing nothing.
Oh yeah, It's so stupid too, because like I wish they would just make a metal.
I love EVGA, man. I love them. You know,
so they won't give me
this last like series of cards.
Yeah,
they weren't that great.
No, and they won't give me just fans.
Same problem.
They won't give me just fans either. I told them I got a hold of them, and I'm like, hey, look, I don't. I'm like, I don't need. The card is working fine. 2 fans died on it. Outside of that, there's nothing wrong with the fan. Can I get the fans for this? And then this way I can do a video of me replacing the fans. They were like, nope. But we can sit there and, yeah, they were like, but we'll cross-dock you a GPU, and when it gets there, you can pull it apart and replace the fans, but we don't recommend you doing that. I was like, you'll send me a whole GPU.
To make content on.
I'm like, I'm gonna fucking hash on it for a week, dude.
Like, I would definitely do it.
But we're gonna do a head-to-head comparison between a copper mod versus a non-copper mod.
Granted, they're not like a GPU manufacturer anymore. So, but still, they should. They said they were going to keep reserves for fans.
Right, I'm like, just send me fans. I don't need the whole GPU, but I'll gladly hash on it for a week before sending it back.
I had that same issue.
Because like my card's got this one's got the copper mod on there. I'm not sending that back. It's like they're nuts. There's nothing wrong with this card.
I'll open that up in 1 second, actually. But yeah, like I had that same issue with my 3060 Ti, right? I had a fan that was dead on the back of the card. Like the very last fan never comes on, like ever. Could be because the card never gets hot enough. But it got pretty hot in there during the summer, and the fan never came on, ever. So I'm pretty sure the fan's dead, right?
Right.
So I emailed them and I was like, hey, can I get a replacement fan for my 3060 Ti? They wanted me to send the card into them.
Yeah.
And I have a version 1 non-LHR card. And I was like, fuck no, I'm getting an LHR back if I do that. I ain't stupid.
Yeah.
But yeah, they wanted me to send the whole card back for them to replace the fans. And that was like 4 or 5 months ago. Like during the middle of summer.
Was it an EVGA?
Yeah.
You could have opted. What you do is you opt for the cross dock. And what the cross dock is that they ship you one automatically. And when it arrives there, you're supposed to put yours back in the box. But at this point, you can homologate it for what you need.
Take the fans off it and replace them.
Fuck yeah, dude. That was my question. That was my question to EVGA. And EVGA said you just cross dock it. They don't recommend it because, like, you know, they don't know if it's hurt now or whatnot. And I'm like, there's nothing wrong with the card. That's not the freaking issue. It's just fan failure. This is a common thing with something that is running all the time on a plastic pedestal. I wish they would make the metal insert into these with a metal peg on there instead of this plastic junk.
Like they used to?
Oh man, they haven't done that in a long time. It was just EVGAs were doing the best for a while there. Oh,
like old Yashnik saying.
Oh, look at that!
Because you want to lose in online poker again, guys. There's another poker tournament coming up, and today is the day that you can actually go register. If I'm not mistaken, is that right, Yashnik? Is today the day?
No, I thought it's the first.
I think it's today.
Where does it say?
Link doesn't work. The link works for me. I clicked the link in the chat and it worked. I'm pretty sure you can register today.
And
pretty sure.
I didn't think it was today.
I'm pretty sure.
On this. There's no date on this. Where does it say?
It doesn't say.
It doesn't say when registration goes live.
I'm pretty sure it's today though. Registration's open, yeah.
Okay.
Because you get like 3 weeks or whatever.
Right.
He says yes, it does.
Where?
In gold letters. Where's the gold letters?
I don't see no gold letters.
Oh shit, it does right there.
Oh, we didn't go down far enough.
I gotta go down more pages.
Right, we didn't go down far enough.
You gotta go down a little further, guys.
It's like, keep going. It's a long one.
That's right, yeah. He says scroll down with the double D. Scroll down. Scroll down to Junior.
Right. There it is. Yeah. And there is right your sign. So
registration, guys. And if you have been registered for the Aeon tournaments, like this is not the same registration. You have to go join the new club. Okay, so be aware of that. You're not already magically registered. You would need to go in and sign up for the new home game. Here's your new ID number. The code is the same, but the ID number is different. So please double check that, because if you're waiting to the last minute, we know you all will.
I got into the lobby like as soon as I saw the document. I was like, oh, I'm ready.
Yeah. Yashnik yelled at me one time and I went and registered. I just took one time. He gets angry when he yells.
I just gotta
bailed
go
and I was like, all right.
I just gotta go make sure I'm registered. I'm just in the lobby. I just gotta go make sure I register. Do it right after the stream.
Oh yeah, I'm in the lobby. I need to go register then. That's right. Oh shit!
We're gonna get yelled at.
Don't yell at me, Papa Yashnik.
We're gonna get yelled at.
So, the next community poker tournament is Darrow. Man, I love these. Chump Change, you're flipping awesome. I love these thumbnails. This one will be hosted on November 12th, guys. This will be a Saturday as well, like usual. And same start time as normal, so 3:10 p.m. Eastern time, 2:10 p.m. Central. The live streams do start 10 minutes prior to that, so be aware and be prepared. All right. Literally exact same tournament rules. No limit Texas Hold'em. We're using play money here, no real chips, no real money needed. 20k play chips. If you do not have an account and never played before, you get 20k free chips just for signing up with a new account. If you don't have 20k chips,
15.
click. I think is it 15 for a new account?
Yeah, I think it's 15 because that's what it is whenever you claim your free chips.
It's not the same as the free chips. You get more than the free chip button.
Oh, so, okay. I forget. It's been so long since I've done that.
Yeah, there is a free chip button, so you do get 38k. Yeah, I knew it was more than 20.
Okay.
But 28k play chips for new accounts, I think. Right on. And then the free chips is like 15k, so you can, like, if you don't have enough, you can click that twice and be good to go. Just 2 times. Once every few hours.
12 hours.
All right. And there will be bounties again, as well as some FA prizes running around again, guys. We got 100 Darrow is the first place prize, plus, of course, a 2-pound bag of coffee from DogeLordCoffee.com. And in second place, we got 50 Darrow, running with, of course, a 2-pound bag of coffee from DogeLordCoffee.com. And third place, rounding down with 25 Darrow and a 2-pound bag of coffee from the lovely DogeLordCoffee.com. Get your drip on. Fourth place, 20 Darrow. Fifth place, 15. Sixth, 10. Seventh, 10. Eighth, 10. Ninth, 10. 10th, 10. 11th through 30th, 5. All right, so the places we're rounding out is smaller placings this time around. So from 50 down to 30, guys. So pay attention to that as well. It will not be the same structure-ish. Same structure, but less places. 3 Darrow per knockout, and there are 23 bounties. Same rules apply, guys. Of course, message ASIC when the game is over, and claim prices within 1 week. No exceptions.
So each one of your bounties, basically, as it stands right now, 3 Darrow. If you wanted to put it into dollars, that'll be about $12.74 worth of Darrow.
For a bounty?
For a bounty.
Oh, I mean.
Right. First place, being at 100, is $424.80 as current market pricing for first place. That is baller from the Darrow.
Now, of course,
community.
Remember, guys, it's not always about the dollars; it's about the sats. So
right. Well, just so that people
that's quite a bit,
convert
man.
it. Yeah, people can convert it any which way they want.
That's quite a bit of tokens. So.
Oh yeah,
thank you, Darrow community pools for donating all of that.
That is baller.
You're all amazing, guys.
Yeah.
And we got some new names on the list for the bounties, of course, other than Go Yashnik, Rabbit Mining, Hanson, Merkle, Mad Electron, Crypto Nuffy, DogeLord Coffee, DJ Mines, myself, Tection G, Gundy, Nemesis over there, Mining Chamber, GPU Risers, Max Voltage, Chump Change, Pocket Change, F Serpent, Crypto Z, DJ Mines, or D Miners, and Hawk Crypto Mining, Yeti, and the Mining King.
Look at a hole.
Heck yeah.
Love it, because it helps.
Limits, looks like
it helps spread a little bit of awareness to the community, which I do love. So guys, if you're getting involved with it, certainly do research on Darrow itself, kind of get to understanding what it's all about and the privacy mechanisms that it is bringing out there, guys. You guys know that I love my privacy coins.
And you can check out Darrow there in the chat, as well as the community pools there in the chat as well. And then Yashin can post if he can post the Google Doc link again, that'd be greatly appreciated. Now remember, guys, registration is now open, and we have 13 days. Yeah, 13 days before the poker tournament. So get in there and sign up, guys, before it's too late. It do be facts. I'm gonna figure out why my baby is like either
very unhappy,
crying, or if he's just yelling to yell.
Right.
Ever since after you left, he's developed this thing that he just yells, but he's like he's not upset, but it's definitely like you think he's crying, and then like you go and then look at him, and then he's just kind of like making loud ass noises.
Right? He's discovered a voice.
yeah, he has. It's loud, like his mother.
Oh, damn. What is going on here? So Crypto Craig is like, LOL, AMD Radeon RX 7000 series not using PCIe Gen 5 connector. They are like, hells no. You got it, my man. That is so true, Crypto Craig. I couldn't agree more. They're like, yeah, nice low profile connector. Magic smoke. Or standard old school connectors. Yeah, I'll stick with the old school. Yeah. I completely agree with that. Oh my god. It's like, new connector with magic smoke. I mean, can they make a better connector? Yes. Some of the aftermarket connectors are better. I wouldn't use the ones from NVIDIA. I'd be like, no. I like to not have smoke damage in my house. Not that it's gonna make a fire or anything. I mean, it's gonna get hot, right? But it's 12 volts at the end of the day. 12 volts, you're not gonna be able to get it to air gap. 12 volts doesn't have enough oomph behind it to do an air gap, so you're not gonna arc anything out. Yes, you can sit there and get stuff hot and hot leg everything. Is it going to sit there and cause a fire? More than likely, no. There'll be a point where your power supply will go into circuit overload, and because of the high resistance with the heat, it'll create a lot of smoke where you're at. So hopefully the smoke will alarm you before any catastrophic damage really occurs. But it's basically you're gonna make a 12 volt toaster. It's gonna melt the casing off the wire, so you have a nice bare wire on there that got hot. It's gonna char all the stuff up, but the fire is really low likelihood. The amperage that's being pushed through a single wire is not what people really think it is. But I mean, I've seen some of the carnage with those 12 volt connectors, and it's like the worst one I saw was one of the legs, hot leg, really good, and it had charred the casing around the wire itself for probably about an inch and a half, almost 2 inches. You can see that it got hot, but it didn't look like it was in anywhere danger of really melting out past where it should. Because you got to think, it's stranded wires up in there. They can only handle so much amp load, so much heat before they just give out and break. Once they break connection, your heat load's done. So it's just a matter of getting the plastic and everything warm enough to let it move out of the way and disconnect. And that's pretty much what we've been seeing with those new connectors. And it looks like it's actually going like a side load off the connector, and the 2 end pins on the power side will break. When that happens, it allows everything to kind of go hot legging, because now you got a broken connection that is making it really weak connection under higher load, which will cause it to hot leg, and it gets everything nice and hot. And it looks like the aftermarket people have done it a little bit better. with bringing a single wire down there instead of like NVIDIA bringing 2 wires down. And they make their connection a little bit further upstream with the 2 wires going into one, which makes it easier to solder onto the platforms for the connector. The connector itself is not the issue. I looking into what the connector is and the standard that it was tested for, the connector itself is not the problem. When you look at other connectors, even your standard 8-pin, they actually have they recommend 30 cycles.
You're a standard 8-pin.
But they recommend a 30 cycle plug connection even on an 8-pin, just like they do with the new 12-volt standard. I just think
the new 90-degree plug will be out. Will be for order on Monday.
Oh yeah. But it's like that's only solving part of
it's
the
a
issue.
Band-Aid. It's a Band-Aid of
Right.
the solution. The plug's the problem. That's
Right. Because somebody's gonna
Did
have
you read that link I sent you about Igor like tearing apart the plug and
Oh yeah.
all the bad grounds and terrible solder?
It was it. If you
I've
look
never
at
mind conflicts. I have like in testing, but not like indefinitely. What you looking for, Crypto Craig?
but
You're looking for overclocks. I can probably.
Jay's 2 cents filleted one of his open, and he compared it to what Igor's lab had, and he's like, the solder job on his was way better. So
was it like per factory situation? Yeah, kind of like engine blocks. You know
they
what
don't.
I mean? Like
They don't
some engine
know.
blocks are better if they're built in a certain factory because they have better standards.
or built on a Monday, or built on a Friday. You never buy
things, guys.
You never buy a car you never buy a car that was built on a Monday because that people were recovering from the weekend partying. You want to get like a Wednesday car. A
Wednesday car. Wednesday car's a good car.
Right, you're usually good to go. By Wednesday they're cranking in a groove, but yeah, Jay's 2 cents opened up his, and it didn't look like it was an issue. He tried to do the failure on there. He tried to bend it, all that stuff. But the only thing he didn't do is sideload.
Card. That's also a thing. Like, we know this is a thing. Like, did Chase 2 cents get sent the card, or did he go buy the card?
Yeah, he got sent.
We needed to fillet some more that people bought off the shelves because
see if it
people send better things to other people, like people that are gonna like.
Or this could have been a early production run, and then maybe where NVIDIA was getting the stuff from, the people who are manufacturing it for them decided to go, oh, they just put in the big order. Oh shit. And then they cut a corner. They could have cut a corner right on production day. So I mean, it's hard to I as much as like everybody wants to NVIDIA right at this point. I think NVIDIA's response was good though. They authorized all the recalls on it. Anybody who has an issue, they're like, give them a new card, send it back to us. We want to know what happened immediately.
Yeah, they said any AIB partners for them, if they get a card back for that kind of
they'll
issue,
be reimbursed
send it back to the factory immediately. It's pretty wild, man.
Yeah. I mean, at least they're taking it serious. Maybe they were using 2 different manufacturers to get all the. I mean, it's not unheard of that a manufacturer is going to use 2 or 3 different facilities to make everything they need.
Right.
So this might be a case that maybe they were using 2 different ones. One cut a corner and the other one made a good one. And now they have to figure out which batch runs we're utilizing from the one that cut the corner. I want to give them the benefit of the doubt on that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, I agree. Like it's just hard to. There's too many variables to like make sure.
But they're gonna know.
Legit,
but what's
there
nice
are multiple cases coming out of like the issues. So.
Right. So, but there's but there'll be a good tracking system on everything. Everything is serialized. I mean, not the cables themselves, but if they start cluing in that they knew that they grabbed these cables came from this facility, these cables came from that facility. And they're seeing that all of these.
Is it definitely just the cable?
It's definitely just in the cable. It's how the wires are soldered on.
It's not a bad connection like in the GPU or anything.
That's what they were thinking at first. It's the cable itself. So when it side loads,
cables are replaceable. That's an easy fix.
The cables themselves. Now it depends on if it hot legs itself. So if
the prongs just weren't long enough, you know what I mean? Like they were just enough.
So if you take two parallel,
where they couldn't make good enough connection.
No, think of it this way. So two wires, right, are parallel. I make a turn with it, right? So one has to get longer with the turn radius, and the other one's gonna start binding and pushing into the connector. One's going to try to get pulled away from the connector. That's why the two ends are getting broken. And when they break, they're not arcing inside of there. 12 volts doesn't have enough to arc. 12 volts won't do, pass air gap. But it will cause stuff, because it's a flimsy connection at that point. It will cause things to heat up like a toaster. And that's what their people are seeing. It's not enough to give ignition to anything, but it's gonna charge stuff up, you know.
It's gonna melt some plastic.
Right. It's gonna melt it a little bit, but you're not talking about something that can actually start a fire. So I mean, it's an inconvenience on people who have spent over $1,500 on something. This almost reminds me of what NVIDIA tries to go. Don't remind anybody of the 2080 Ti's when their connectors were melting and causing all sorts of issues. And people don't remember that. One of our own I know somebody in our community had a 2080 Ti that melted down.
Yeah, it was a while back, and they had literally melting their PC.
Yeah. And it was just the plastic melted because it got hot. So this is just I'm trying to give it the benefit of the doubt that NVIDIA didn't produce these connectors. This way, you know, they can sit there and say, well, you know, we quality controlled it to what we wanted, and this was them. You know, I can give that. I'd be okay with that. What you giving the weird little slanty eye for? That means you're looking at something cool. Or you're trying to fall asleep.
Weird.
Huh? What?
Oh, I was just looking at some of the newer drivers. So he's in the zone, yeah. No,
right.
Reading and watching. Because we have the A380 at the PC at work, right? And I saw that there's new Intel drivers that came out, and there's a lot of benefits they just released. Also, there's a new it's like an NVIDIA broadcast studio for Intel that released. It's just really funny. I was like, heck yeah. There's no like noise canceling or anything like that yet, but it gives you a hub to like set all of your stuff before like you, which is cool.
Nice.
But it's also one more thing you got to turn on.
Yeah, I bet.
Thought it was interesting.
Yeah, but at least it's Intel's getting a little integration here and there, a little bit of love,
Kiddish is in there yelling, man. Yell talking.
That is hilarious.
I love Miss Rachel.
Right. Oh, too funny. Too funny.
Literally what it's like, guys. Literally. On another note, topic of the night. We have word. What was it? Can-Am was the one that released the new ASIC. If I'm not mistaken.
Yes. Let me pull that.
And then I heard, I haven't seen any documentation on it, but I heard on the block, the word on the block is Jingle Mining is creating Bitcoin ASICs, efficient Bitcoin ASICs, so like an at-home solution for people. But they've been pretty.
There's no such thing as an
pretty efficient. So
there's
interested in what they're gonna release.
There's no such thing as an efficient Bitcoin home miner. That is
a
freaking gimmick.
About, man.
That is an industrial power game. So yeah, you can make it to where it plugs into the wall. If you're thinking that it plugs into a 110 outlet, that makes it automatically efficient.
Gotta put less than 1,000 watts.
Oh my god! So you plug in less than a toaster, the equivalent of a toaster in there. That's got the hash power of a freaking potato.
Like the CK light, the handshake light, the KD light, they're all low powered ASICs, right? But they're still 1,200 watts, and they take a C19 cable, and no home standard outlet's gonna like handle that.
Right.
Like 220. Not at home situation.
It's like.
But yeah, I'm curious to see what they're gonna bring out.
I look at those as like little.
It better be in those 1U server rack. Like those better be those 1Us. Like it better be. Like if so, man, we're putting a whole bunch of them in one case.
Oh my god.
Stack them deep.
Not if it's not worth it. I'm not. We got
industrial power. Everything's worth it, bro.
No, but if we could sit there and put one Watts miner M+30, M30++ or an M50 in there.
Have you seen the M50s? They're weird looking. They're not normal.
No, they're not. They're an oddball.
I was curious of what I was looking at when I was staring at it. I was like, what is that?
Right.
Not an ASIC. I was like, oh, I mean, sure as crap it is, but
right.
I definitely looked at it and I was like, weird. Crap ton of ashes though.
Oh
that
yeah.
That thing's meant to be dumped. In my opinion, because I think it takes a lot of watts. It's hungry, but it puts down the ashes.
No, the M50 is just it's just a little bit better than the baller ones that we have.
We got a couple ballers.
Dude, man, this thing is supposed to put down 114 terahash for
That's it?
for 3,306 watts. This competes
that's
directly.
Good, though. That's 200 to 300 watts less. Better be guaranteed to fucking 114. It better be guaranteed. I mean, we have a few M30 S pluses, right, guys? And at the facility, and they vary. They don't all hash the same. But we have two that
they make up for the other two.
Ballers, man.
I want to plug in the other one and fucking find out, dude.
I know, man. I want to I thought about it the other day. I was like, I want to disconnect the one that does the least amount of hashes and plug in that one to see if it does better hashes. Right. If it does better hashes, I'm leaving that one, the lower one unplugged.
Right. Yeah, but it's like I if it's a good price on them, I probably wouldn't have much of an issue. And they are good up to 45C. Because let's see here,
I haven't checked on it since I left.
30. Where is it?
My poor Lappy Toppy. My bag's suffocating. Pull it out. My pockets. My laptop pocket's hot.
It actually had the M50 has a higher temperature threshold actually. So the M30 plus is.
Are there fans on the M50?
Oh yeah. It's just it looks like a little bit longer hash boards. So the metal body actually protrudes a little bit.
13.1 terahashes.
But the temperature thresholds on them are 40C on them on the M30 versus the M50 at 45C. So not bad.
Check on the S9 from from the free hash giveaways.
Ooh. I know that one just started kicking pretty good actually.
According to the foreman, it's doing 14.5 terahashes.
I know, right? So
but according to Brains, it's doing less. The pool.
It's got a level out. It takes a little while for the pool side to see the hash rate change. Because it's only one machine. It
fluctuates a lot, though.
Yeah. It takes a while for it to stabilize.
Consistent.
No.
It's not the what's my that thing's consistent.
Because it's throwing down more hash rate. You got to think of how many S9s to one M30 plus, dude. We just destroyed a whole fleet. Yeah, we just destroyed a whole shelf of fucking S9s. Just got destroyed.
I got the controller board or got the hashing board all packaged up, and I put it in a larger box than is definitely necessary for you to send back the other two controller boards for the S10.
Perfect.
For the S10s.
Perfect.
That'll be ready to ship out on Monday.
Noise.
But yeah, guys. So like, I don't know if anybody saw like, was it last week? On Nim's channel, we were doing it. I don't know. We might like probably maybe rotate channels of what monthly giveaway it goes through. But every month we're gonna give away some S9 hash rate, just like for free from the family mine. You know, it's like promotion from the family mine that we give into the community. So this is a pretty well overclocked S9. It runs like the newer version of Brains OS, and now it's putting down 14 terahashes. And we are using Slush Pool. Well, what was Slush Pool is now Brains Pool, and they have like the lowest payout threshold. And then the S9 can reach their payout threshold in a month's time. So we're using that to get your payout, and yeah. FA, right? Shout out to the family mine for
right.
donating the hash rate, right?
Hells yeah. Hells
Shout
yeah.
out to Crypto Nico.
I'm about to say, hey, big shout out to Crypto Nico. Beat me to the punch on that. Big shout out.
Nico.
He sent this over, and
he sent 3 of them over.
Right. And we're gonna use this one for that. For like public giveaway, for sure. Yep. Give back a little appreciations to all of you awesome FA people. Drop FA in the chat, guys.
I also learned how to edit E3's configuration files without having to like reflash. Technically, you have to reflash it, but you just download a backup of the miner, and it gives you the config file with the miner and lets you edit, and you can edit the config file. You can change everything, and then you just re-upload the config file.
Oh, isn't that interesting? That's why you're my programmer. I
have the magic touch of things.
Right. That's why you're that's why you the programmer. It's like I make stuff basically work, and then I can take then I can sit there and tweak hardware, and then I make that shit really work good.
Make more efficient. It's just not sure how much wattage can be safe though. Yeah, no. To be honest, 3,000 watts is like gonna be around the go-to for a while. It would be standard for a while. Then got Fallout 3 working on the A770. Nice. How's it playing? I just saw like did you update to the newest drivers? Saw there was an update like yesterday, and there was like a lot of optimization for it. A lot.
Yeah.
And does the motherboard at the office have resizable bar? I know it's not enabled because it did mention that when I was looking at settings today.
I believe so.
I'll look at the BIOS because I noticed that it's like it set it. It helped keep the mem speed up. Yeah, I noticed that. I was playing with it today, like doing some testing. I never messed with one while I was waiting on the S9 to like kind of level out. I was like, oh, okay.
And if
curious of how this thing like does. And
if resizable bar isn't there, it just needs a BIOS update then.
Yeah, it just says that the setting's not on in BIOS, so I would assume that it's there, just not on.
Right.
I was just curious. I didn't mess with it too much. I just was curious of how I like played with. Like, you can overclock it. That's totally a thing. And like, definitely a thing. It definitely doesn't like it that much. I was playing with it, and I watched it like go. I was like, oh
yeah, it's very much unhappy. It's like, you
don't touch me like that.
I won't do that. I'm so sorry, sir. Like I promise not to do that again.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I liked it. It's a cool card. Yeah, it helped keep them speeds up. I had to trick Fallout 3 into thinking I had a GeForce 7200 on for it to work. That's funny. Most motherboards disable or can enable 4G encoding and then enable resizable bar. Oh yeah, okay. So enable 4G encoding and enable resizable bar. All right, we'll do. I'll do the next one at the office.
Yeah, next time you're at the office, the 6600 server case is very unhappy. I know it's one of the risers on the for the gigabytes, so I would just replace. There's 3 gigabytes on there. I just go ahead and replace all 3 of them, and then you'll see that you can slide your hand in on one side down to where the motherboard is below everything, and make sure everything is seated riser wise. It's got an adapter on there too. Make sure everything's kind of seated in there. Might have jostled around during shipping too.
It's been fine this whole time up until standing upright.
It just turned off. No, this one's
I don't
not
think
turned.
I don't think it likes.
I don't think
I don't think it likes standing upright.
I didn't turn this one upright. This one's below.
This one's still.
No,
this one's still the one that.
This is below the 3090. Yeah, this is
Okay. Different. They're different 66.
Yeah. The you're thinking I flipped the 1070. I flipped the 1070 rig on its side. Because I knew the 1070 rig was okay. I knew the server case, the 6600 server one, is not okay flipping on its side.
Is not okay. yeah. That's so I was like, well, I don't know how to flip that one on its side, man. I don't think that case would appreciate that, right?
No. We'd have to put that in
the case would be like
different case. Oh yeah. But yeah, that one just shut down.
We can, again. Just like move those into like a different case.
We could, and it would really probably eliminate a lot of the issues in that case.
They're small enough cards.
Yeah. They certainly.
They only pull like what, 50 watts?
No, but between 50 and I would say on the high side 70. On the high side.
So they can probably in one of the smaller cases and be okay.
Probably, yeah. Because they're not like massive power loads on them. No. They are really efficient.
Are they all like 2-fan cards?
I don't remember. I want to say most of them should be.
I guess they're 3-fan cards.
Right. Yeah. I don't.
They're going in the other case.
I don't. I honestly I don't remember off the top of my head. I want to say they're 2-fan. Really want to say.
Are there any ASUS Strix in there? I know you love ASUS Strix, so that'll answer the question.
No, the ASUS that's in there, I think, is a tough.
Okay. 2-5.
It was either the tough or it was the white one.
So Craig, I'm hoping the Intel A770 Turbo style data center cards are going to be good. I would imagine they would be. I just don't know that data centers will implement them because they're still running older hardware, just like most of them are. Only ones that are running like newer hardware are ones that are like being built out now. Data centers that are like already deployed, like they're still running older hardware. I've heard of data centers still running the 10 series cards because they work. Don't fix what ain't broke. Costs a lot of money for cards.
Mining on a 3090 with dead fans. Hilarious.
Where we're going, we don't need fans.
We you just gotta, just be mindful of what you're doing, and you can manage it. I'm staying real nice and cool on there. Core's just a little unhappy.
I am curious though of what Jingle Mining is going to bring out with an ASIC for Bitcoin, because I mean, there's not, to be honest, man, there's no other competition out there.
I don't think it's going to be anything different than the old USB miners. Going to be
they've developed their own chips, so that's why I'm curious, right? They've made their own ASIC chips for their Jingle miners, so that's what makes me curious, to the standpoint of like, it's another chip manufacturer that we haven't seen make a Bitcoin ASIC. So I'm curious just to what it is they're gonna bring to the table, because there has not been really any other competition out there making chips, right? You know what I mean? Like there isn't. There's only the few that are out there. So that's why I'm curious.
It's got to be able
to know what they're doing, man.
To anybody who's paying attention, not somebody who's going, hey, I want to have this way, I've got it at my house, I can mine Bitcoin, right? But the hash rate to a wattage used has to make sense. I mean, so many miners have come and gone where the hash rate to wattage used was like a 1-to-1 because they were trying to scale it down too much. Because, like, you got to think of it this way: a certain portion of that hash rate is paying for the power, and then anything above that is your profit. So
right.
If the margin is like running my my Raspberry Pi, right? Yeah, it's cool that I got it to mine Monero, right? But it would use a penny and it would make a penny. It's a conversational piece at that point. You can sit there and be like, I mine Monero on a Pi, it's like cool, but you're not gonna you're not gonna get any ahead in life.
See?
Right, exactly. I mean, you can leave it on indefinitely; it'll never hurt your pocketbook.
Right. Also, guys, on the note of that, was it Monday, the 31st, is of course Halloween, but is also the newest snapshot for Flux, right? So there will be a dual snapshot on Monday. Now,
wow, I'm gonna actually be able to participate.
Yeah, man, welcome to your first snapshot, bro.
Wow, there's a lot in there.
So, you'll get 4.4%. I think it was per asset. It's a dual asset snapshot. So like 8.8% in total of whatever you're holding in your wallet at this time. Now, what you need to be aware of, if you're running a node and you have parallel assets that need to be claimed from your node, claim them like now, before like the snapshot happens. If you have enough to swap from one chain to main chain, try to collateralize all your flux in one spot, I would do that. just because of the fact that on the 31st, Fusion will go down. So claiming parallel assets won't happen, right? You won't be able to because Fusion's down. Because the snapshot will be happening. So don't wait till the last minute. You know, if you have like a bunch of nodes and you have a crap ton of parallel assets that have been claimed, like go claim that crap before like you miss out on more like flux. So just throwing that out there, guys. They did mention that in their Discord today, and I watched one to make sure you're all aware.
It's like, what if it doesn't come back up?
That'd be wild, right?
Oh my god, that would be.
What a wild ride that would be. MMPOS has ARC support in OS now. Weird. That'd be cool. I mean, I know there's like what, only nano miner support? It's the only miner as of now
Pretty much.
that even supports it, from what I was reading today.
Or at least the only ones that have tried to support it. It's like wonky
Nano miner
at best.
sucks.
Yeah.
I hate nano mining.
I don't hate nano miner. It's just a very basic operation on it.
3090 no power limit on Raven. We'll put it up to see what she can do. 450 watts.
Yeah.
450 watts with one fan. It'll be fine.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It'll be fine.
It's like I got it copper modded. You know, it should be fine, right?
It'll be fine. The fan on the frame will help.
I'd have to go into BIOS real quick and ramp up my little external fan that I have on there.
Turn the fan up quick.
They're like, we're going into
It's getting
overdrive.
too hot. It's getting hot in here, Captain.
I was already thinking about like grabbing BIOS real quick and ramping up that fan while I'm waiting for EVGA to send me another GPU so I can swap the fans out on it and mine on it for a little bit.
So did you accept the card and you're just gonna take the fans off of it? And
Oh fuck yeah! They told me to do it.
all out.
I'm like, there's nothing wrong with the card. Why? It's like you're creating more mess. But whatever, it's your guys' thing.
Man, I don't get that, right?
But I also just signed up for being a repair person that's authorized. I might be able to get it through my vendor side now.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, so I'm gonna find out. Whenever you're at the facility, I need the little sticker information on the backs of the card. So
Okay.
Yeah. And then I'll go and see if I can get just fans. I know it's stupid. I'll be like, bro, I got 3 cards that I need to sit there and do this to.
Can I send you my sticker too, and you get me just fans for my 3060 Ti?
Yeah, I probably could.
I don't want to send in the card. I just want.
You don't have
fans.
to. If it's EVGA, you don't have to send it in.
They wanted me to send the card in.
No,
that was their only option they gave me.
They cross-dock
the card in.
No, they cross-dock it. It's an option.
They didn't give me that option.
It's in the RMA. When you fill out the RMA, it's in there. You can cross-dock it. They don't recommend it, but you can do it.
Yeah, no.
They told me that I needed to send mine in too,
like,
and I could see it. I'm like, hey, yeah. But yeah,
if it was there, I didn't know what it meant or what it was.
Hey, give me the sticker info, and I'll see what I can do. It is stupid. Being person that knows that's a repair place, you know, they might be a little cooler to me now. They like instantly like approved me. I was like, oh, whoa.
Yeah, we need people to repair our stuff because we don't have a vendor anymore.
Right. They're like, oh shit.
Maybe they'll go Intel. Go Intel.
I wouldn't hold your breath on that. Fireworks.
Hold my breath. They're gonna do it.
Right.
I know it.
Like, what are they firing fireworks off right now?
Happy birthday.
Right? It's like, I'm tired of fireworks. Why?
Happy birthday.
I know, right? Yay, we're celebrating something. Yeah, we're celebrating it Saturday. Oh, yeah. So we are over that 1 hour mark, my dude.
Ugh.
Oh, you can sit there and take care of your very newly vocalized baby.
He's gone quiet, so I'm assuming he fell asleep.
You hope. So you find out the little ones are like corrupting him at an early age, and you're like, no.
Putting 3060s into the afterlife. Nice.
Nice.
1, 2, 3. Do it. Oh, 3000 series in one case. Nice. I mean, some way to do it.
Oh yeah.
Make it worth it.
Oh, so has anybody got any comments or questions before we head up out of here for the evening? And you guys have an amazing weekend, and we'll see all of you Patreon people tomorrow night, guys.
It do be fun.
And everybody, if you want to participate in the Dero poker tournament, certainly do sign up for that stuff. It is FA. Love to have everybody there. Good times, bunch of shenanigans, trash talking required. Friendly trash talking, nothing spiteful. We don't play that.
4 A2000s. Nice. I got 3060s mixed with A2000s too. Glad I'm not the only one. Glad I'm not alone out in the world. You love me. And I went and looked at that website this morning, Duck Man, of the Galaxy cards from the Galaxy vendor, US vendor. It didn't really have. It shows they have like the cool colored cards and everything, but then you go into it and they don't have crap. It's a lie.
That
Cake
happened.
was a lie. Fell for it.
Damn, look at that little S9 go. Go, baby, go.
That's what I'm saying, man.
15.1 right now. It's like throwing down.
Okay. See if they can get a boat over it. Like a whole boat? Yeah, I want the whole boat. I'll unload all the cars that they never sold. Put them all in the facility. We'll be their partner. Silent partner. I won't even mention it.
Right.
15 Jeremy hashes.
I know. I'm sitting there going, damn. Should we? Let's put that broken hash board back in, dude. Oh, no, I gotta fix that board. It's still salvageable. I just got to do measurements, do some measurements on the board, and once
that specific one looked like it had been taken apart before, and that board in particular actually had writing on it. So, like, none of the other boards had writing on them, but that one 100% had like scribbles on it, and then like a marking on a specific row.
Somebody was sitting there and. What I'm thinking it is,
either they tried to fix it and it didn't hold, or they knew that something was wrong in that row of chips.
Yeah, because the way that they fire up is really kind of goofy. But you can
see it too. You can watch the red lights that are on the boards. Like that one would never come on.
Yeah,
and it would come on and then go away. And then you watch the hash rate.
Yeah. Yeah, I got it to go turn on, and it blinked on. Usually that tells me that either an ASIC chip needs to be reflowed, or it's not boosting up all the way. But usually,
visually inspecting them, they looked fine.
Yeah,
just like visual. Like with the flashlight looking down in between there. Visually, everything looks fine. I think it smells fine.
Thank God I got a hot air station. I can sit there, and the only thing I have to go get real quick is a solder reballer. I bet you I can sit there and just reball the ASIC chips and then remount them, and it'll be fine. The OG chips work better than new ones. Do you remember what the writing was, or just had like some markings on it?
Like 2. All I remember. It didn't look anything like legible, but in my opinion.
Okay.
I don't know.
Alrighty then. I don't know.
And it is set up, guys, to where whenever you leave here, you'll go straight over to good old chump change.
Yo.
Raid is set.
That is what's up. All right, so I don't see any other comments or anything.
No comments, no questions.
Right, nothing going on.
You're all fucking awesome.
Right, drop some FAs. It's like, how do I win all your hash rate?
You won't win all of it, but you can win 14 Termi hashes. Right now, 15 Termi hashes. Free monthly from the failing line.
Right. Our man Mine and Hodl is the first winner.
Yep.
He gets. He
has until November 1st. On November 1st, we will be choosing a new person.
No, well, he's got until the end of it, and then a full month, right?
Oh.
Yeah, it's not until the end of next month. Yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he's only getting like just a few days. He'll never get a payout.
Leave me alone.
So it won't be. You can sit there and win some holiday hash rate for Christmas, guys. That is what's going to be coming up next for the next hash rate giveaway on Crypto Mikkel's channel. So make sure you are subscribed over there too, guys.
Yeah, that is December.
Yeah.
Jesus.
December 1st.
Oh, man, where did the year go?
Man, us making moves to get the family mine going so that we can host all these awesome people that should be dropping FA in the chat.
Having a baby. I think that blacked out like a few months.
Well,
little man's almost 3 months old, dude. Like, what the fuck? Like,
and the facility has been hashing just a little bit longer than him. The facility, our business going is almost is about the same age as your kid. There we go. Everybody's dropping that FA in the Chislety chat, because to all of you people, you are rated F for fucking awesome. Yo! All right, guys. Well, with that being said, guys, we will definitely see all of you Patreon people tomorrow. If you are not a Patreon member and you would like to join the Patreon members, link down below, guys. Join it. We have DCA, your mining, and that's the hip tier to be in if you want to get some behind the scenes knowledge. Yo. And it also, if you want to be hosted with us, it gets you some VIP exclusives that will go away once we open up the facility doors to the public. Can't tell you what they are. You have to go in there and be part of it to find out what that perk is. I'm just saying. And with that being said, smash that Lizzie like button, subscribe if you're new here, hit the bell notification, share this out on your favorite social media, all that fun stuff, guys. And with that being said, peace out, and of course, stay savage. Yo.
Better guys.